Well, thanks very much, Ian, and a very warm welcome to you all to this wonderful occasion, this annual event that is building up quite a strong tradition here in downtown Footscray at Metro West. I'd also like to acknowledge the ancestors, elders and families of Boonwurrung and the Woiwurrung of the Kulin as the traditional owners of the land, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Ramadan Mubarak and warm welcome to you all, and Ian particularly welcomed a number of distinguished guests here to our annual dinner, and I welcome them all. Also, I particularly do want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Ahmed Kiskett, who is chair of the Australian Cultural Society, who partners with us in these wonderful events, and it's great to have you here again this year, Ahmed. And also a special welcome to Tim Watts, the member for Gellibrand, for whom this is a particularly busy time for obvious reasons, and I'm not sure how much longer he'll be able to be with us, but he's a great supporter of these events and of Victoria University and of the importance of cultural diversity in Australia and in our region in particular. So welcome, Tim, and good luck over the next few days. And special welcome also to Taumo Languia, the former parliamentary speaker and another champion of cultural diversity and distinguished alumnus of Victoria University. Commissioners of the Victorian Multicultural Commission, the Human Rights Commission, the Ethnic Communities Council, members of the Consular Corps, members of councils, members of the Islamic, Jewish and Buddhist organisations present tonight, and welcome one and all to colleagues, students and friends of Victoria University. There's something very special about knowing that during this time Ramadan is being observed all around the world by the Muslim community. The Iftar, of course, is the meal at the end of each day of fasting and is the time when family and friends gather in the spirit of coming together to share a meal. It's a time of reflection on the spirit of humanity, generosity, friendship and belonging. It's a time when homes are opened up, when charity is provided and when connections are made in the community. Each year, Victoria University embraces this event as we too share the vision of connecting members of our community. Victoria University understands that it's through this connection that we are enriched as a community and as individuals, and provides an opportunity for us to come together to celebrate the common bonds that hold us together while celebrating the richness that diversity brings. And of course, Victoria University is an enormously culturally diverse university, and historically we've always been characterised by our multicultural community of staff and students, and this diversity is what sets us apart from the rest. It's been 1 year since we at Victoria University launched our cultural diversity strategy, a commitment to fostering rich, deep intercultural connections across all our areas of engagement. It sets out our principles of cultural diversity, which articulate respect, celebration, enrichment, connection, access and championing of an inclusive and active approach to cultural diversity in all its forms. And since then we've engaged in a number of initiatives that strengthen our commitment to this, including the development of the inaugural Multicultural Matters Forum with the City of Melbourne later this week to explore the issue of multiculturalism and how this identifies us all and frames our community and civic engagement. The development of a detailed cultural diversity implementation plan as a result of extensive university and community consultation that will support the enactment of the strategy and set a benchmark for Australian universities. And VU staff members, Deb Smith, Mario Poiker and Teresa De Fazio, are working in a government-funded multi-institutional think tank, the Centre for Resilient and Inclusive Societies, in collaboration with Deakin University around social cohesion. We also received the Victorian Premier's Award for Multicultural Excellence in the business category awarded at Government House last year, which was a tremendous achievement. As a university, we will continue to advance and effect positive social change through learning and teaching experiences, research and policy advancement, as well as through strategic partnerships with schools, industry and the community. So he was proud tonight to provide a shared space for people of many faiths and backgrounds to come together in the spirit of peace and connection, such as this event here at Metro West, which is a venue that's, I think, very suitable for this coming together. The key theme we're acknowledging and separating tonight in tonight's dinner is charity, or Iftar. We have a strong discussion ahead that takes up these things, and I look forward to hearing from our panellists, our own Grant Dreher, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Vocational Education and Pathways, Councillor Beverly Pinder of the City of Melbourne, Ella Nuriati, a master's student at Victoria University, and Jack Featherstone, a student at Victoria University. So really looking forward to the panel. So in conclusion, I'd like to thank Ahmed Kissin again and the Australian Intercultural Society for its support in organising today's event and for the continuing relationship that's being nurtured between our two organisations. And I'd also like to thank all those in supporting the event under the leadership of Dr. Teresa Di Fazio, our Manager for Cultural Diversity. I hope you all enjoy the Iftar tonight. Thank you, and Ramadan Kareem. Thank you.